Are you tired of pushing through pain just to stay fit? What if your body could actually guide your workouts and not punish you? There's a smarter, gentler, more effective way to move. Welcome to somatic exercise. The future of fitness is already here and most people don't know it. What is somatic exercise? Okay, it's a form of movement that awakens internal perception, your interoception. Soma means the body as you experience it living from inside of it. It's from the Greek word soma. Unlike fitness routines that chase sweat and strain, somatic movement focuses on rewiring the nervous system for precision, balance, ease, and coordination. It's not about how strong your muscles are. It's about how intelligently those muscles are being used. Somatics works with your neuromuscular system, not against it. So why is that so important? Well, most conventional exercise programs nowadays ignore the root cause of pain, and a lot of people have pain and inflammation. They're stiff, they hurt. There's chronic unconscious muscular tension that's actually held in reflex patterns that are trying to protect you. And that tension builds over time. As we get older, it's more noticeable, often in response to stress or traumas, and it locks your body into patterns outside of natural alignment. Somatic movement offers a reset. By moving slowly and very mindfully, you actually activate neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt. You teach your body to release what it's been bracing against. You learn to make friends with the protector. And you begin to move the way you were designed to, with grace and connection and in alignment with gravity. So there's some particular key concepts in somatic movement that are worth knowing. One is a great big word called pandiculation. And it's like, you know, when you wake up after a long sleep and you're feeling really good and you just naturally get that sort of your back arches and the arms come up and you feel that stretch come on. That's pandiculation. And it's actually a pattern of contracting and slowly releasing and sensing into the contraction pattern that resets muscle tone at the brain level. So this is what we use in somatics. We undo reflexes that have been held to protect you, that got locked in when the particular trauma occurred, and you forgot to let them go. So there's patterns like the green light reflex. This is the go, go, go posture. There's a lot of erect, the back's held strong, the shoulder blades are often pulled together, the low back is arched, go. Then there's the red light reflex. This is more the collapse and withdrawal. You become shortened in your rib cage. Often there's a pit kind of in your solar plexus. People have really tight bellies a lot of times. The shoulders round forward, and that's a collapse and withdrawal pattern. And then there's the trauma reflex. If you've broken your leg or you've had a particular twisting or bracing against some injury or stress that was more on one side than the other. And very, very often you can get a combination even of all three. So with sensory awareness, a very important concept in somatics, you start to notice from the inside how movement feels. Is it even right to left and left to right? Is it noticeable from top to bottom, bottom to top, that you're coordinated? And are you aware front to back and back to front? Noticing how movement feels from the inside, and sometimes I use mirrors, there's other ways to get to that awareness, you start to increase your proprioception, that's where am I in space, the GPS of your body. So for example, if you close your eyes, you can touch your finger to your nose and you don't stick your finger in your eye. That's because you have a GPS system in all your ligaments and muscles that tell you where you are in space. Then there's interoception, the felt state of your internal body. And those two together are what we work with in somatics. Breath, attention, and interestingly moving very slow. In today's world, that's hard for a lot of us, but it is the secret sauce to resetting your entire system. So let's drop in together. This is where you can actually experience the difference. All right, I'm going to ask you to tune in but not push. So go ahead and lie on your back. With your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. You can sit in a chair if that's more accessible. I want you to close your eyes and take a slow breath in. Feel the breath come in, breathe into the low back ribs, and an even slower breath out, and sense your body. How are your shoulder blades laying on the floor? Backs of your arms and your hands. What does it feel like in the low back? What's touching and what's not touching? Not what it looks like in your mind's eye, but what it feels like from the inside. Are your shoulders tense? Notice, is one hip heavier than the other? Is one foot ahead of the other? Don't change anything, just notice. This is the magic of somatic awareness, tuning in. All right, now we're going to try a reset. We're going to do arching the low back, and we're going to do flattening the low back. These are two really common patterns. Don't push into pain ever, but don't be afraid to move either. So we're going to begin just with the arching phase. I want you to focus on a controlled, conscious movement. So inhaling into the low back ribs around behind you, gently tilt your pelvis forward, allowing your low back to arch slightly off the floor. Almost like a little mouse could run underneath that area of the low back. Your belly will rise, chest open. Keep breathing in and out. You don't just have to do it on an inhale. So inhale and exhale. Your shoulder blades pull behind you a little bit, and feel the muscles of the low back engage, not strain. Okay? Pause. Notice the arch. Notice your hips, your shoulder blades. And now slowly release back to neutral. Don't flatten yet. Just come back to a resting position. Now we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it slow. So when I count to 5, and my 5s are slow, you're going to arch up maybe an inch and a half, not very much, okay? So here we go, slowly arching. Begin on the in-breath in the low back. 1, 2, breathe, 4, 5. Feel your shoulder blades, feel your low back, feel the difference. And now as smooth as you can, like silk, let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go, let go. We're going to do it one more time. And this time I want you to bring it on as smooth as you can and bring it off as smooth as you can. Ready? Breathing, starting on an inhale. Breathe throughout. 1, 2. Breathe. 4, 5. You've only come up a little. You don't have to go hard. And then let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and totally let go. Now tune in again and notice the awareness on the back of the body. This pays attention and softens the green light reflex, the one that has us constantly moving and arching our backs. It helps you move forward. It helps you move forward in a quiet way. You're repatterning it mindfully. Okay, now we're going to go the opposite direction. This is when the front of the body is going to tense. So you're going to exhale, breathing out, gently tilt your pelvis backward, flattening your low back against the floor. Feel your belly draw, and maybe feel your ribs sink and your shoulders come up a little. You could even tuck your chin. Feel the front of the body, your throat, your chest, your jaw, and then pause. Keep breathing, and then slowly return to neutral. Just let it go. Okay, this has more to do with the red light reflex, the tensing of the front of the body. So we're going to do that again. Breathing, exhaling to start. Let your belly draw in, sink your ribs, let the front of the body contract. Push your low back to the floor, lift your head, curl your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Keep breathing, hold, and let it go. 5, 4, breathe. 2, 1, let go, let go. And now a last time. Go ahead as smooth as you can. Flatten the low back, pull your belly button in, feel the whole back curve, tuck your chin, lift your head a little bit, pubic bone rolled up to your belly, and let it go. 5, breathe. 3, 2, 1, let go. That motion connects to the red light reflex, your body's protective curl. When you do that mindfully, you're helping it unwind. You're not just overriding it. Now you can put it together if you want to practice again and let it go into the arch on an inhale and exhale, flatten fully. And between the two, go very slowly, letting your breath and movement sink. It isn't about range, it's about quality, and actually less is better. Each repetition done slowly brings you closer to a sense of internal ease and balance. Now, for some of us, this feels so wildly not like exercise. But imagine every muscle that you're paying attention to is being given full focus and sensory feedback. That's what makes muscles respond beautifully and in a coordinated fashion. So after you're done there, did you notice tension melt even a little? Do you feel more present in your body, more expanded? This is the shift from performance to presence. Somatic movement trains your brain. It relieves pain and it builds functional resilience without pushing. Because fitness shouldn't hurt. Your body isn't a machine to push. It's a living system to tune in and listen to. When you move with awareness, your brain starts to really trust your body again. You reconnect them. And that sense of safety leads to better posture, better energy, and fewer injuries. Because make no mistake, trauma lives in the body. Stress, injury, even emotional overwhelm leaves traces within us. Tension patterns that over time, if they're held and the protector kicks in, it becomes normal. Being out of that pattern doesn't feel right, so you can't trust that. And then you add traditional workouts, and now you add another layer of new effort over old dysfunction. Somatic movement doesn't bypass pain, it meets it with compassion and awareness. You're not just exercising, you're reintegrating lost parts of self. Because longevity isn't about flow, it isn't just about pushing, it's about actually getting in and finding that place where your brain, your breath, your presence all meet. It's not about force. It's not about how many burpees you can do or whether you can get off the floor with ease at 80. Somatic practice is regenerative fitness. It gives you energy and life instead of taking it. It invokes radiance. And every time you do a somatic session, you're reorganizing your body system, returning to a more natural rhythm. It's fitness that meets you where you're at and helps you evolve from the inside out. Somatic movement can be a bridge between fitness and healing. So if you feel ready to stop fighting your body, start listening to it, try somatic movement. I'm like so into this, so I'm going to be having a lot more practices and things that you can tune into. Your body is wise. You just need to be able to tune into it. So like, subscribe, do all the things, and check out the next video in this series where we'll explore more real-life sequences to help with posture, pain relief, and emotional balance. Your body isn't broken. It's freaking brilliant. So let's restore flow together.